Good day to all of you all. I am Jim Gilmore, the former governor of the state of Virginia. Now, I'm supposed to stand up here now and say hooray, hooray, and then get back off the stand. So I'm going to tell you more than that. The deal is bad. It stakes everything on trust that Iran's going to change its direction. Many statements have been made by the Iranians' radical leaders, even as soon as yesterday, that the deal changes nothing in their eyes. It says that America is still the hated enemy. Death to America remains their slogan even to this very day. The deal doesn't change Iran's plans for advancing their cause in the Middle East. It frees them to create a nuclear weapon after a pause. It telegraphs danger to Iranians' neighbors. It gives Iran money. It probably gives them missiles. It enables them to threaten Israel. The deal does not create peace. It only postpones war. Now, President Obama says we have no choice. Well, if we have no choice, it's because he's negotiated us into a no-choice position. America is never in a no-choice position. This is America. We remain the most powerful and influential nation on earth. We can still use our power and influence to find a better way. And don't let them tell you that we've been abandoned by our allies, so we have no other choice. We have plenty of allies out there if we will just stand up and lead. This vote in Congress matters. Your presence here today, my presence, all it matters. We can't fix this problem in the future unless we have a vote of disapproval now. This is a treaty. This is a treaty and should be subject to a two-thirds approval under the Constitution. But because of the Corker amendment that Mark Levin was talking about, we're now required to get a majority to disapprove it, 60% to block, 60 votes to block a filibuster, and 2/3 to overcome Obama's veto. Where was the congressional leadership to use all of its congressional power and leverage to make the president obey the Constitution? All four of the all four of the senators at the national stage today voted for the Corker Amendment. All four. We should demand more backbone than this. Show a little leadership up there on Capitol Hill. Show a little backbone. Stand up to this deal. The deal is not the end of the Iranian danger. It's the beginning. I believe that we have to show the leadership and experience to prepare us for the coming crisis. If the deal continues to threaten our future, it will be altered or discarded in the future. The congressionally opposed sequester has to come off the defense budget. The American Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force must be rebuilt to confront the threats that we now face. A new NATO must be created in the Middle East with American leadership to block Iran's expansionist ambitions. The same new NATO must be engaged to deal with the rise of barbaric and barbarism like we see with ISIS. Countries in the Middle East will follow if we lead. And this is where presidential leadership must be spending its efforts, not into succumbing to deals like this one. Now, there's nothing wrong, ladies and gentlemen, with diplomacy if the right people are conducting diplomacy. Not the former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who took no action to deter the danger that we're in. Not Secretary of State John Kerry, who became so desperate for a deal that he lost sight of the big picture dangers that this very deal has set in motion. For diplomacy to succeed, it has to be backed by America's ability to credibly use force. It can't succeed with presidential leadership that sets red lines and backs off, with presidential leadership that apologizes, by equating ISIS barbarism to the Christians of the Crusades. The president sent a message of weakness and lack of conviction in our nation. You might recall, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, when the president made that statement about the Christians in the crusade, I said that was the worst thing I'd ever heard a president say in my entire life. American leadership is indispensable. Without American strength and decisiveness, the Iranian, Russian, and Chinese threats and the threats of terrorism abroad and at home will grow until America's very life is threatened. I'm committed to American safety and to American leadership, and this rally shows that it is not too late. Thank you very much for the chance to be here with you.